Howdy y'all, this is Dwight and welcome back to Backyard Bonsai. In this video I thought I'd do a little update on the things that I have so far and let you see how they have fared throughout the summer so far. Right now I basically have 4 pots with things that are living in them. Of course I am just getting started, so I don't have any actual what would be considered bonsai yet. They're all would be considered in training, I'm sure. And for the summertime, in our hot July weather, I have them underneath a couple of these oak trees here in the backyard, so they get partial sun, but they're not getting beat on in the heat of the day. So the first one I'll show you is one me and my boy dug out together. This is one he was interested in. He's wanting one that's a little bit taller, and so far it's doing okay. I had to defoliate it just a little bit because the root system wasn't very large, and after I thinned out some of the leaves, it has perked up and is doing nicely so far. And the next one is this Forsythia, or what I would call an Easter bush. This was getting choked out in a hedgerow, and it is starting to come along quite nicely. It is getting some nice new growth coming out on the tips, and have a new branch right here, and this here's another new sprout. And at the very bottom, actually, that's some weeds I need to get out. This is, I trimmed it down back, and I just threw it in the dirt to try to get it rooted out. But come spring, I'm wanting this to try to be as healthy as it can throughout this summer, since I fully transplanted it. And next spring, I'm going to really cut it back because I don't want a tall, spindly outfit, and I know these are quite hardy, so I'm going to be comfortable with trimming it back hard, and hopefully I will get a nice spread of new growth from that, and I can train it into more of a tree type shape. Next is my maple. Well, real quick, this is a little pine sprout. It is doing quite well so far, and I just set it in the upper part of this pot. This is doing quite well, and for now I'm just letting it go once again since I transplanted it this spring. I'm wanting it to try to be as healthy as possible throughout the summer, and it has done very well. I'm quite pleased. Of course, next spring I'm going to have to thin some of these branches out because we got clumps coming out in the same spots all the way around, and hopefully try to get this looked a little better. Cool. I like the base of it. And these are a couple little boxwood cuttings that I threw down in the dirt, and so far they're staying alive. This one's turned slightly brown, and then it's hung on and done very well. So possibly those two might have rooted for me, so that's exciting. Set that back in there. And then last is this Eastern red cedar that I got out of a parking lot and transplanted. It was literally growing out of a gravel parking lot, dry as a bone, right in full sun, and I've planted it, and it seems to be doing very well. So this is one of those that, again, next spring I am going to do some trimming and try to do some shaping on it to get it to where I guess you would say has a direction and looks more like a miniature tree. We will see how I do, because once again I am very much a beginner at all this. So I am quite excited to see how that's going to go, because I'm quite pleased with how it is up to this point. The last thing I would like to show off is I got this little greenhouse on sale. Of course, I got it off the old Amazon, and it was 30% off, I believe it was. So I got it. It was in the $80 range, I do believe, if I remember correctly. It's 10 feet deep, and what was it, 7 feet wide, I think. It has 3 vent windows on each side and a roll-up door. Of course, we've been really hot, so I've just left the door up, the windows open, and I just got this chunk of lattice in the front to act as a door to keep the yard animals out. And I set a little table back there, and those are 2 of my failures, unfortunately, that I have sitting on there. But that will be my little workstation. Hopefully, when it comes closer to fall, I plan on putting a shelf along each side. And the bracing on this isn't the stoutest. It works, but I plan on, with my shelving, to use those to brace all of these small aluminum fixtures along each side. So hopefully, like in winds and stuff like that, it will stay nice and stable. So this has been an update from Backyard Bonsai. Hopefully, as time goes on, I will have a little bit more to show. Right now, where I'm just starting out, I really don't have a whole lot of new things happening, because I'm not trimming on anything, because I'm wanting things to make sure they're healthy and this and that and the other, because I don't want to kill anything more than I already have up to this point. So hopefully, especially next spring, I will be doing some things, trimming and this, that, and the other, and I'll be digging some things up more in the wintertime as well. But for now, for everyone that is following along up to this point, I do appreciate it. And until my next video, y'all take care.